So you're a Florida resident and you like to invest in real estate and you don't know how to do it or where to start? In this episode today, we'll show you how. Come on, follow me. Welcome to another episode of Over the Top, the one show in South Florida that brings you stories about perseverance and agility. And if you're into that, make sure that you subscribe in the bottom here or anywhere in the video. Hi, my name is Juan Lacayo with South State Partners Realty. And today I'm bringing you Margend Palacio, a local real estate investor who made, despite what he was told, he made it happen. So we're here with Margend Palacio and he's gonna walk us through exactly how he got started. Because the number one challenge that I get is, I don't have money, therefore the people don't go around and actually doing it. So Margend, tell us, how did you get started? And tell us a little bit about your humble beginnings.
Well, I actually got started around when I was about 24 years old. Back then I was going to school, I was going to college, studying political science. At that time I had to move out, find a place, and I noticed that the places for rent were like too expensive. I started making comparisons, what would be my benefit of buying a property, how much my payment would be, and I realized that it was a great opportunity if I were able to buy a property. And in a span of about a year or two before I bought the first property, I managed to save about $4,000, which back then for me was a lot. But I got my first property with $4,000. I got a little condo. I think I got it for about $70,000. When I moved into the condo, I lost my job.
Wow.
So I decided to get in real estate. I got my license. I started working real estate. But just working off commissions didn't seem to cut it. I love doing it, but I knew there was something else that I could have done. So the next 2 years, what I did, I spent my time working, and I was able to save about another $10,000.
Wow.
Mind you, during these 2 years, there was no furniture in my house. I only had a mattress and a TV. I was sometimes riding the bus because my car gave up. So it was hard times, but
right.
But I think it was one of the the best times in my life because I saw what sacrifice and perseverance does for an individual. I kept working. About 5-6 years later, those properties had almost tripled.
Wow. Okay.
So I pulled the equity. All right. I came out to a really nice sum. I did a refinance, and with that money, I was able to buy my first flip. That first flip generated me about $30K in profit.
So let me get this straight. At age 24, with 2 kids and in college, you managed to buy your first property, and from that condo, you created all the wealth and and everything that you have built.
Believe it or not, my wealth was created with the first purchase, which was $4,000.
Wow.
Then that $4,000, again, I saved up another 10. I bought 2 more. So with 3 properties, I created, a profit that to this day, man, it's unbelievable, man. A lot of people, thought that I was gonna be a failure. A lot of people used to make jokes, when they came to my house and he's like, hey man, you don't have no furniture. You're not going anywhere. I'm like, hey man, I'm building for the long run, not for the now. Because the now, anybody can make it. You go, you pull credit, you fill the house with all kinds of nice things. You go get yourself a Mercedes,
right.
And then what?
So what I hear from you is that you actually came out winning from that adversity into a mentality of winning.
Yeah. If you're thinking of getting into this business, make sure you don't listen to naysayers. Make sure you don't listen to the doubters. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe that you can achieve anything that you put in your mind. So there's no losing in that. You gotta be, with all due respect, you gotta be dumb not to invest in real estate. That's the best investment that to this day that I know.
Okay. All right, you had it from Margend, a successful real estate investor here in South Florida. Thank you, guys. What do you think about that, Margend? Is that the case?
To me, that's a fallacy. To me. Again, everybody is going to have a different opinion depending on the level of investing that they want to do, depending on how much money they want to make. Me, if I can do 10 houses and each house gives me, $50,000, to me that's profit.
Which, by the way, he does about 8 to 12 homes in a year flipping. That's very modest, okay?
So, and so it's going to depend. Anything that builds equity is a great investment. So right now, basically focusing on duplexes, single family homes, townhouses, and it's all about location. That's That's the main thing. What location are you looking for?
Right.
Are you looking to promote an area? Are you looking to bring up? It all depends on the level of investment that you want to do, how fast you want to build your wealth. But to me, if I can do 10 houses that give me $50,000 each profit in a span of 6 months or even a year, that's money.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Anything that you add to your pocket that was not in your pocket before is a great investment.
So let me get this straight. You invest in property worth value between $100,000 to $300,000.
Correct.
Anything that you make after your expenses, it's profit. Now I know that you have made a lot of your business successful doing foreclosures and short sales. Is that another route that you now, as the market is, recommend to do it? Because I do get a lot of people telling me, Juan, I want to get a foreclosure to do this. But sometimes that's not the best option. Do you agree? What is your take on that?
It's going to come down to the level of investing. Where are you as far as funds? For a person that's just starting, like when I started, anything that they can get that will build equity is a good investment. Personally, at the level that I'm in right now, I'm focusing on foreclosures and short sales. Short sales especially because they're easier to deal with and there's less competition. You got to start somewhere, and if you got to start with a condo, do it. And look at me.
Yeah. Okay, there you have it, guys. So it's either day one or the day you start what really matters in this business. Thank you, Margend. I appreciate it. And we're here in one of Margend's projects, and he's gonna walk us through this nice property that he just acquired recently. Margend, can you walk us through what you're gonna do with this property, please?
Yeah, definitely. Well, as you can see, this is a townhouse. One of the few townhouses with a corner lot that's really nice. We probably throw some pavers in. I haven't decided yet. Definitely, we installed the hurricane shutters recently as well. So as far as the exterior, that's what we're doing.
Okay. So take us inside the home right now.
We're gonna change the tile. One of the first things that we're gonna do, we're gonna replace the tile. We're gonna put 18 by 18 tile. This is one of the rooms that I'm still working on. We're gonna add some closet doors. This is another room here that we opened up, as you can see.
Okay.
We still got some work to do.
And this is gonna be remodeled?
Yeah. The kitchen, we just bought new appliances. The AC is brand new. We installed a new unit. Over here you have a terrace, but we had to legalize it. All right, so that's one of the delays that we've had.
What do you mean legalize it?
Okay, the terrace was done without permits from the previous owner.
Okay.
So they left permits open that we already closed because we don't want to inherit anything bad to the new buyers, to the new owners. That was already done. We had to do plans, which is, it's another side of investing. You gotta be prepared to do certain things that were not in the budget. Sure. And then you have more space if you want to put cars in. So the property has a lot of potential.
Yeah, for a boat.
There's no association here, believe it or not. One of the few townhouses in Miami that has no association.
So did you find out about this portion not being legalized before, during, or after you closed?
Actually, I found out before I even put an offer on the property.
So even you knew that this property had a violation.
Yeah, you gotta learn.
You have all the ads against you. You still went ahead and did it.
I liked the property, and then I did my research, and when I saw what needed to be done, I said, I'm gonna go still go through with it.
All right, guys, then there you have it. This property is gonna come out real nice. It's gonna be available in the market real soon. And hopefully we'll shoot another video to let you know how was the end result of all this investment and flipping. Until then.
And if you mention that you saw this property with Juan, we're giving you closing costs. Don't forget that.
Wow, that's awesome. So if you mention that you saw this property through my YouTube channel, you're getting closing costs from the man right here. He's paying back what he reserved at the beginning of his beginnings.
Guaranteed.
That's awesome. Thank you, Margend.
Hey,
God bless
pleasure,
you,
man. Take care.
So what do you think? Fascinating, isn't it? So now that you know how to do it, wouldn't you like to do it as well? It's not that hard. Just reach out to us. We'll take it from your hand and we'll take you to that place that you need to be. Make sure that you leave your comments and your questions down below the video. Make sure that you subscribe too. Thank you for watching my channel. Until then, I'm Juan Lacayo with Real Estate Partners Realty. Stay tuned for another episode of Over the Top. God bless you guys. Thanks.